Joe Belfiore with the Windows team. We're happy to have you join in our Windows 10.
Good morning and welcome to the first of its kind video, the first tech news episode. HTC's smartphone design chief is leaving, and we all know why. Does a high-resolution music player make sense for you? NASA's new video illustrates shows you how an Xray Wind blasting from a black hole look like. Ryan Reynolds shows off his Deadpool costume for the fans. Now to the details. Jonah Becker, who oversaw the development of the newly released HTC One M9 smartphone, is the second head of design to leave the company in less than a year. Smartphone maker HTC may be finding itself a little unsteady in the design department. On Thursday, HTC's Associate Vice President of Industrial Design, Jonah Becker, announced on his Twitter feed that he has left the company. He didn't say what his plans are, but asked his followers to stay tuned for details on what's next. Becker had been in the post for less than a year, after replacing Scott Croyle as chief designer last April. And his departure isn't the only executive shift for HTC this month. Last week, the company announced that co-founder and chairwoman Cher Wang would replace longtime CEO Peter Zhou, who will remain at the company to help develop new products. Under Zhou, HTC was known for its innovative designs. As the design chief, Becker oversaw the development of devices including the company's recently unveiled HTC One M9 smartphone. While the device received generally strong reviews, including a 4-star rating from CNET's reviews team, some critics complained that it hardly distinguished itself at all from last year's One M8. For better or worse, the phone feels like a rerun of last year's HTC One, CNET's Andrew Hoyle wrote in his review of the One M9 last week. HTC is in the middle of a rebuild at all levels as it tries to compete more effectively against the likes of Apple and Samsung. Though it had a moment in the sun several years ago, the company since then has failed to convince consumers that it has compelling products worthy of stealing attention and dollars from the iPhone and Samsung's Galaxy line, among other competitors. Meanwhile, the company has started to branch out with a wider range of gadgets, including the HTC camera, HTC Grip Fitness Band and HTC Vive virtual reality headset. The efforts seem to be working a bit. HTC has shown some improvement over the last 2 quarters by stabilizing its revenue and profits. The company's devices have also tended to receive positive reviews. It's unclear what motivated Becker's departure, at least publicly. HTC and Becker are saying that he's looking forward to a new adventure. In a statement to several media outlets, HTC said that Becker has been replaced by Daniel Hunt, its creative director. In a study published in the journal Nature this week, a researcher shows a link between the Xray Wind created by a supermassive black hole in the center of a galaxy and the broader dispersal of raw material that could have formed stars. A new NASA video, below, provides an easy-to-understand visualization of the process. Using the Herschel Space Observatory and the X-ray imaging spectrometer attached to the Suzaku astronomy satellite, the researchers looked at galaxy F11119 plus 3257, located an extremely far 2.3 billion light-years away. At the center of that galaxy is a black hole as massive as 16 million of our suns. Scientists think ultraluminous infrared galaxies like F11119 represent an early phase in the evolution of quasars, a type of black hole-powered galaxy with extreme luminosity across a broad wavelength range. NASA says in a report about the research, emanating from the center of the black hole, the researchers found gas racing outward at a speed of 170 million mph, creating what's known as an Xray wind. The wind arises because the voracious black hole is devouring the gas around it in the area known as the accretion disk, which leads to superheated conditions. This happens relatively close to the black hole, but the wind stirs a larger molecular outflow and the heat gives rise to a shock wave that ultimately clears out dust and gas in a much larger area. The study estimates that the outflow from this particular black hole extends up to 1,000 light-years from the galaxy's center. In other words, while busily feeding, a black hole is also pushing away the dinner plate. The report says, This finding provides astronomers with another piece of the puzzle regarding how black holes are connected to star formation in the galaxies that swirl around them. These connections suggested the black hole was providing some form of feedback that modulated star formation in the wider galaxy, but it was difficult to see how, said research team member Sylvain Villou, an astronomy professor at University of Maryland. With the discovery of powerful molecular outflows of coal gas in galaxies with active black holes, we began to uncover the connection. One of the more anticipated upcoming superhero movies coming out in the next few years is Deadpool, and Ryan Reynolds, the actor playing everyone's favorite anti-hero in the 2016 film, tweeted out a picture giving us a first look at Deadpool's costume for the movie. And, man, is this picture pretty dang perfect. The picture shows Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, in his full costume, sprawled out across a bearskin rug in front of a roaring fire. Reynolds' caption for the image, "With great power comes great irresponsibility," gives us a sense of how fun, fierce and irreverent this flick is going to be. Reynolds followed up by tweeting that no bears were harmed in the making of this photo, adding though many bears likely turned on. We can't wait to see more of Reynolds' antics leading up to the theatrical debut of Deadpool, which is currently slated for February 12, 2016, in the US and UK. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know what do you think of the video. Goodbye.